side. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You that I love. Maybach, laid back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tail, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why do you...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New England Patriots. We are set to go now on a snowy December night, and we are underway on a Monday night. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, get set. Here we go, 11. Tonight.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Here we go, 11. 12. Hi.
Throwing Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now Jones. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 more there and another first down. The Patriots at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jones on 1st and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
12.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Jones throw here taken in by Gesicki. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. On the option right, it's Jones. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds Browns, but able to get it up past the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Patriots defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling.
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cut. 21, 21, 21.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
11-11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And it's going to be another first down as as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Eckler is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Austin Eckler with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Strong. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now he'll try to run with this. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Strong. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
And this throw will be intercepted. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the check.
Back to throw. Strong. That is caught by Laporta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Strong. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Strong. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Strong. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Lions 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 6. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty
difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them in the field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go, Reed, go.
They'll run with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
Again, it's Gibbs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. But also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
12. Here we go. 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. 11. Great time.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Jones. This one complete to his fullback down the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, get sacked. 21. 11.
Throwing Jones. Out left and complete to Thornton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Lions 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Unfortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Jones keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Stevenson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical third down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Gibbs again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
This is 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, get set.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now Jones. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jones. Who went that one back? Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
To throw is Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. What an atmosphere this was, and the whole team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for New England, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game.